Everybody try to duplicate, we just in the pay. Young and making plenty cake, get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet, being broke, but I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I stack my chips, I'm on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'll bring you over. It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Huh? Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Ain't nothing changed but the name on the check. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I don't know about y'all, but I die by respect. And that's real, that's real, that's real. I'ma live in the meantime. Haters telling me to chill cause they need time. Rest in peace, it's the G8 and G. Hate on me cause we ain't leave the sea vacant. We taking the RAP game to a new place. I swear that we got this tie like a shoelace for real. Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing.
Hey, right here, I got next.
I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad.
Yo, I got next there. Hey, that's next.
We up in this thing.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. New Orleans is one of the teams right now playing very consistently. They continue to pile up the wins, only one loss in weeks. They expect to win every time they take the court. And if you've been watching this team play lately, you know who they've been getting the big baskets from? Freak! He's been on a tear. How's he gotten so hot, Shaq?
Well, you know, he's letting the game come to him on the offensive end. He's not forcing the shot, but he's still being aggressive, and he always testing his defender. And he's, you know what, Ernie? He smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one.
Well,
lick your fingers.
It's the Pelicans at home for a little interconference action in New Orleans. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Lucas Nogueira. Here's our first glimpse of him looking good in his new Pelicans jersey.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing how this team is going to evolve since the trade. I mean, he's the guy that can end up being a key player for him down the stretch.
No doubt about it. I mean, there are some guys you win with and some guys you win because of. And when you look at him, though not a superstar, he's the type of player that they've been missing and can really, I think, help this team come together.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Indiana, they've got Paul George. Turner is out there with Mahinmi. Then there's Ellis, and it's Hill in at the point guard position. Now here is Hill, and George with the stuff.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
And Turner with the block. Hill against Holiday. Nobody near George. No good on the triple. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against Minnesota.
Yeah, ran away with that game, mainly in part because of their offense.
Yeah, the ball movement and player movement, so crisp and sharp, and it led to a lot of high-quality shots for him.
Here is Hill, following the basket by Freak. And Ellis the bucket on the assist by Hill. Ellis has got his first basket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here is Martin. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Here is Hill, following the basket by Freak. Hill dishes to George. George missing again.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
That's a 2 from Martin, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
They set the screen. Hill, no good. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against the Rockets in Houston.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group. That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
Going into this game and scouting the opposition, he told me he's a huge fan of Jrue Holiday, saying, you know, Drew's still a guy with so much potential. You just don't see that many point guards with his kind of frame. 6'4", close to 2 bills, and a great skill set to match. He's a guy you love to watch, but you often hate to go up against. Kevin, we'll see if he can have a big impact in this one.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Shot clock at 5. Martin wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Hill with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Back to Ellis. Here's George. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Outside, Davis. Evans against George. Evans kicks to Martin. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Pacers trail by 4. Outside Hill. Pass to Ellis. Releases from 15. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 6 points for Ellis.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Outside Martin. Back to Davis. Evans passes to Martin. The rebound by Turner. For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
That one is off. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Pelicans leading by 3. On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Hill and Stuckey are the guard set. Hill is out there with C.J. Miles. And it's George in at the small forward. And it's Martin missing. The Pacers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. George double teamed. Hill has the open look. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hill's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Indiana. Martin with a screen on Hill. Cole off the pick from Martin. Cole dishes to Martin. Feeds to Anderson. Back to Martin. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
So for the Pelicans, Evans comes in for Gordon, and it's Drew Holiday in for Cole. Mahinmi's checked in for Indiana. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Hill against Holiday. Here's George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got assist number 5 here tonight.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Kicks to Davis. And the rejection by Mahinmi. And he gets it back. Martin the pass to Holiday. Another shot drained for 2 points. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
Well, it's obvious the difference in this quarter has been their dominance on the offensive boards.
Yeah, plenty of second chance points. Also keeps the opponent out of transition, not resting on their lead, staying active.
Goes back up. Hill, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves really delivered. He picked up 12 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. His play was a big part of why their team was able to maintain their hot streak.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
I can't see.
It's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak
come on.
condition. While
Me a
physically,
ball.
he
Me
could
a ball.
probably use a recharge.
14 feet away. Stuckey with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Stuckey against Martin.
I can make you look dumb, big
They
man.
get
You
the rebound, but they'll get another chance. And the wide open shot from Evans.
look dumb, big
Good on
man.
the triple. And the
You're jogging.
Pelicans lead by 6.
The D
I will
just
make
sagged
you look
off
dumb.
just enough and no hesitation on his part.
What? You one more, bro.
And Turner kicks to Stuckey. And good on the basket. Book it.
Give credit where credit is
All right,
due
now,
right
Shane.
there.
You're
A
doing bad now.
terrific
You're doing
assist.
bad. Move
The
on.
Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Martin against Stuckey. Outside, Martin. Tries a 3. Again, Martin missing.
He's
That
tried to get
is
it going,
bull.
but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Stuckey drives inside. And
Moving
just
up the
over
court,
3
moving up the
minutes
court.
here in the second quarter. New Orleans moving it around. Holiday inside the line. It's rebounded by Stuckey.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Good.
Yeah, you.
Hutchins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They blocked the shot and recovered. For the fast break finish.
So for the Pelicans, Cunningham is checked in for Davis. And that does it for...
Well, Coach Vogel.
I am doing poor. And I know it.
The second half just about to get going here. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
Evans and Davis, the forward tandem. Martin is out there with Holiday, and it's a Jinsa in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Martin for 3, and he gets it to go. Martin's got 13 points. Pacers trail by 10. Here's Ellis. 7 points in the game. Pick up by Hill.
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Martin
Nice
against
try.
Ellis.
Nice try.
And he finishes
Oh, I
nicely
know he
on
get
the
that.
line. 9 points in the game so far.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Martin from outside. It's good.
Jesus, beast, that was too much fire. That was too much fire. Wow.
The assist that time from Holiday. 17 points for Martin.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one.
Oh my God, he's so. Oh boy, wow, you just got knocked the hell out.
It's the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now here is Martin, following the miss by Monte Ellis. 4 on the shot clock. And it goes
Oh boy, that's a
last touch, they say, by Martin.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Hill dishes to Ellis, and there's the feed to Turner. On the wing, George. Ellis outside. Lets the three
We making
fly.
it also. I ain't gonna
That's
get.
good.
Whoa, we
Basket
made it.
number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3
All right,
of their first
all
4
right,
attempts.
all right, all right.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Pass to Martin on the left block. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Pacers trail by 10. Hill kicks to George.
You see, Alex Young getting more ball.
Second half of play with just under
Alex
2
Young getting the
minutes
ball
gone. The 3 from Hill.
Like dead serious.
And
They
Davis
ain't gonna
pulls
shoot,
it
but
down.
Young get one more.
Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Offensive rebound. Here's Martin. Excellent D there from George.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
He dishes it to Turner. Here's Mahinmi. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he knocks down the first one. 2 shots.
Miss.
Mahinmi hits them both. Now Holiday. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Martin with the screen for Holiday. Evans right side. All sorts of time. Shot is off. And Indiana will come the other way. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game is the first and last of their homestand. George, no good.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to
What
me.
up, bro?
A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Martin. George with the
Are you
defensive-
joking,
You know,
George?
he can
Get
be
out of my
hesitant
way.
near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense
out
offers
of my
just a little bit
way.
of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Now here's Turner. He gives the team some steady offense. A bit under 10 points.
man,
a game.
Alex ain't
He
getting his
kicks
ball.
to George. 6 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 8.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Martin goes in.
Cool.
Davis
On the
kicks to
field.
Evans.
What you mean, man? What you-
Ajinça the pass to Davis. Shot from 12. And Turner with the block.
Oh.
And
So you don't wanna whoop
Pelicans
us out,
retain
stuff.
possession here. Anderson, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Indiana also making some changes. Hill, he's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for Turner. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Ellis. Now here is Martin. 19 points in the game.
Oh, I got 19. I've heard this.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Hill, the open look. The shot's good on the assist by George.
All right,
And
now
just
we up
a
by 4.
4-point Pelican lead. It's
We
Martin on
done
the
know we
way.
gotta do some stuff, you know. Come.
Back to Holiday. A minute 20 left here in the third quarter. And it's Martin missing.
Shane, come on.
Pacers trail by 4. Stuckey with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
Jesus, please.
And George, here we go. Battles through traffic and
I
lays
don't
it
know
in.
how George and these men
George has
just
got
man.
6 in the quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
I need a screen
Martin
for
against
you.
Stuckey. It's stolen by Hill.
Man, what? Look, you see me?
Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's George. And
Watch
it's
yourself
George.
on this. Nobody getting it, but move up my way. I'm telling you, I don't want to
New
make.
Orleans has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
Move my way, man. Move.
It's taken away by Stuckey. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Hill for the lead. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
What's it, man?
Martin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Holiday.
See me? George, go my way.
Holiday off a pick from Martin. And Holiday, here we go.
Give me the ball.
Martin's open.
Give me the ball.
Gave him all the room
Let me
needed,
go.
and he knocks down the J.
A lot of space.
Play me now, play
there
now,
to get
here,
that
boy.
shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that
Stop,
particular
mister.
play.
Let's
And that's
go.
going to do it for the third quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter.
I don't blame it on me. I know you said it, what you for? Yeah, you got left this party. Hit the box.
Yo.
Joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Anthony Davis. Evans comes in for Cunningham. Martin's checked in for Gordon. And it's Holiday in for Cole. George is checked in
Nah,
for the
can't
Pacers.
score that.
Hill
What the hell?
comes in for Ellis.
Yo.
On the court for Indiana. George Hill at the 1, Paul George at the 2. Solomon Hill is out there with C.J. Miles. And it's Hill in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Anderson is screwed
I'm
on
ready.
George. The pass to Evans. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Martin.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he ripped it down.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right
Yo.
there why he does.
Hill kicks to George. Martin with the block.
Bauer?
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Another miss by Martin.
A key rebound there, but they can be a little better.
Who's shot it?
here down the
Clark.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
And George kicks to Hill, and down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys. He plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Dishes it to Holiday. There's the pick. He feeds it to Ajinça. The kick out to Anderson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Evans passes to Martin. Another miss by Martin. Pacers trail by 8. Miles dishes to Hill. George. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one's on Evans.
Well, how about Paul George in this 15 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of help this year.
He really is.
Nah, I missed that.
Always
Whoa.
with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
New Orleans making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Then for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Hill. And it's Ellison for C.J. Miles.
A disappointing trip to line there. Even though it
Oh,
was just
man.
a miss, now is not the time to be missing those. Yeah,
I don't know
done to
yet.
Finish that one off.
But yeah, but Rashad getting used to it and go again. Yeah.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the
I
sideline.
hear trying to find out if she
Kevin, I
going.
was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He told them, no holding back. I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin wants everything they've got.
You know if that thing going?
58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Ellis wide open. No good on the three.
You know, they've been outstanding on the boards, and it's a big reason why they've got a lead. Doing the dirty work down low.
We call that a grab. Everybody's boxing out and making sure they secure the glass.
Oh.
And George kicks to Ellis. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a
Oh,
chance.
come on.
So we see the Pelicans
And we still win.
here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Tyreek, what was...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present Freak.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
I don't know.
I'm
what
gonna
got
get
him
rejected.
tonight. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint.
Hi.
That's the kind of offense he's capable of
Hi.
delivering. He sets him out to it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
Alright, I switching games now, man.
Are you in the session? Yeah, what is? Brian and boss. Short up boss. You still on NBA, baby? Yeah, will you buy?